Hey guys, J-Man here. All right, it is the weekly X-Men talk. I did not have a chance to go to Gotham Central Comics. That is my comic shop in Mississauga. I didn't get a chance to go to Gotham Central today. I'll be going probably on Saturday, but I do have the X-Men stuff on digital on my iPad. So let's talk about it on digital. All right. Two books came out today. We got X-Factor number 5 and Hellions number 7. So there's X-Factor number 5. So I'm reading these through Comixology. I really like this cover. That's where it ends. Okay, X-Factor. Really excited when this was announced. Loved the concept of the team investigating mutant deaths, getting into how why the person died, the whole resurrection procedure. As you know, after the not so great Ten of Swords storyline, anyone who died in Otherworld or in other dimensions, I suppose, if they get resurrected, it gets a little bit messed up. Rock Slide is an example in X Factor. He's all messed up right now. They deal with a little bit of that in this book. Ten of Swords is now over, thank God, because I really did not like the ending of it. Strong series in the first half, dropped significantly in the last half. Didn't really care for it when it was all said and done. X Factor, no. This ain't Peter David's X Factor, I'll tell you that much right now. I mean, this started out so good and it's just been declining. I mean, I like the colors and the art is not too bad. Nice colors, so I do like that. I like the panel arrangements and everything. You know, it's pretty standard, but nice. We have a character here. What was her name? Is it Sophie? I don't remember. I read this morning and it's already being lost. I've already started to forget about it. She's in Mojo World. Oh, so spoilers are in effect, as always, spoilers in my videos. So she gets shot here on camera, so someone's videotaping this. So it's pretty sick. It's like some kind of weird snuff film thing. Yeah. So that's pretty crazy. And then they're just kind of talking and Rachel's trying to break into Rockslide's mind. She gets pushed out. I do like the way they explain how that works, because she basically says, I'm trying to read his memories, but at a certain point I get kicked out, and she equates that to like a projector, like a film projector watching a movie, and when the spool ends, it's just like there's nothing there. That's sort of the feeling. So I kind of like that analogy. I like the characters. Except for Dawkins, he's kind of just there. I don't know why he's there. North Star's wicked. Always thought he was really cool. Polaris is one of my tattoos right there, green. I love Polaris. Havoc is one of my favorites as well. I've got some Havoc stuff back and behind there. So great characters. Rachel is awesome. So great characters that they've combined for this team. Great concept, but they haven't gone anywhere. There's a manga, I don't know if it's still going. I've got the first 4 volumes. It's called Kurosagi Corpse Delivery Service, I think is the name. But yeah, I thought X Factor was gonna be more like that, where there's like an actual investigation, and there kind of is, but it's not really interesting, and it doesn't really pan out to anything. Got some moments here with Emma and Danny. Love those two characters. Emma's up there. Yeah. I mean, the Boneyard, they give you a little map of it, which, I mean, who cares? That's about it, really. I mean, there's some, you got all this text here to read. I'm not reading all that. I'm really done with these pages. It's a complete waste of pages. Don't give me all this exposition that I gotta figure out and read. I don't care. If it's not important, if it was important enough, you should write it. I love novels, okay? Arthur C. Clarke, kick ass. Ray Bradbury, yeah. Philip K. Dick, oh yeah. If I want to read a novel, I'll read a novel. If I want to read a comic, I'll read a comic. Let me know in the comments if you read. I'm basically skipping half these white pages, is what I call them. I know that sounds really stupid. Like, why are you skipping them? I don't really. I mean, I just skim through them. It's like, what's the point? Yeah. Siren. We find Siren dead. I like Siren a lot. Anyone who's green, I like green a lot. Yeah, that's it. whatever. Let me know what you guys thought about X-Factor. Let's get right into Hellions number 7. So apparently I'm a horrendous judge of new comics because I thought X-Factor was going to be amazing, and I thought Hellions was going to be and I was wrong on both counts because Hellions continues to be great. Great cast of weird characters. Havoc is also, I'm sorry, Havoc is not in X-Factor. That was, I was already thinking of Hellions. I'm such a goof. Yeah, sorry. Havoc is in Hellions. He's great. So if you remember from Ten of Swords, Mr. Sinister, the douchebag that he is, killed off the majority of the Hellions. They all died in some way. So he comes back and he's like, oh, my Hellions are dead. I got to do something. And, he's just being a total goof, which is great. Look at the nanny. I mean, what a weird character. This is a great selection of characters that you wouldn't have thought of. Like, obviously, Psylocke is so awesome in this. I'm really liking this Psylocke a lot. And Havoc, always loved Havoc since the beginning. And all these other guys are cool. Like, I think Empath is in here. Wild Child. Who are all the guys? Orphan Maker, yeah. Grey Crow. Yeah, Empath, Psylocke, Havoc, Orphan Maker, Nanny, yeah. Wild Child. I mean, it's a pretty interesting team. I hate this. I hate in digital where, like, this is one thing that pisses me off about digital. You can't go back to normal view. Okay. So, basically, I think Orphan Maker, there's some problems in his resurrection. I don't know that character at all, so if somebody wants to give me the 411 on that guy in the comments, let me know. I guess they're trying to go and somehow get some sort of armor or something to help him come back or to sustain him. I might have to pull a Wikipedia on this character and see what's going on. I just thought he looked cool. The nanny is just so wicked. They got to do a figure of the nanny. Not Fran Drescher, but I did like the Nanny TV series. I'm watching it on Amazon Prime. Okay. So Mr. Sinister, the asshole that he is showing Psylocke her I guess her daughter. Well, he's not. Well, we don't get to see her. Like, we're not really seeing her. We don't get to see what it is. I can't remember in Fallen Angels if we had seen her daughter or not. I read Fallen Angels when it came out, which is a while ago now, and I don't remember it. It was an okay series, but slightly forgettable. But anyway, so they're on a mission here, and like, look at the art is wicked. I'm liking Psylocke in this black instead of the blue. Anyways, so Mr. Sinister has this airplane which he just loves, and Psylocke is like, you know what? You're pissing me off, so she crashes it, which is great. So good. I love it. Anytime you can poke Mr. Sinister is great, because he's such a douche, and they write him as such an ass in this, which is great. The characterizations in this are awesome, and because the team is pretty fractured, it's great too. Like, Psylocke is standing up for Mr. Sinister while the other team is like, what the heck's going on with this guy, because they don't have any memory of what happened. And he's just being like, oh, well, you got to follow me. And then she steps in to, like, save his ass. And Havoc is like, well, why are you always sticking up for him? But then she gets him back in this way, which is great. So then we got these cool, like, robot characters that show up, which are pretty neat. So then there's a battle, of course. And then someone shows up at the very end. I guess I won't spoil who it is. To be honest, I'm not really familiar with this character, so this may be a big reveal to some people, so I'm not going to spoil it, just in case it is a big reveal to somebody. To me, I just don't know who it was, so we'll see what happens with this character. I might have to do a Wikipedia on that one. But yeah, I would say that Hellions is excellent. It's really awesome. And yeah. X-Factor, I mean, it is what it is. Let me know if you like X-Factor, and maybe I'm missing something, but I'm just not getting into it as much as I thought I was. And in fact, if I wasn't doing my weekly X-Men talk and bringing you guys my thoughts, I probably wouldn't continue with it. But Hellions, New Mutants, I still like Excalibur. I know some people are kind of on it. I like Excalibur. Obviously Wolverine, probably X-Men, X-Force. Those are probably your big ones. Cable was okay. A lot of these I'm going to just get the digital copies of and not get the physical copies as much anymore, just because of space, and I'm not dying over some of these as much. But yeah, Hellions is definitely one to take a look at if you haven't been reading it, and you can read the Ten of Swords tie-in because it doesn't really affect Ten of Swords. It's almost its own thing. So strongly recommend Hellions. Great series. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.